2.4 million invaders try to enter your body every hour. You're under attack. Right now, your immune system is fighting back. It's a war zone in there. Meet the foot soldiers, neutrophils. They're the first line of defense. You won't believe how they catch invaders. Neutrophils are like the special forces, swift and deadly. For instance, when you cut your skin, neutrophils can arrive at the scene in as little as 30 minutes, like firefighters rushing to a blaze. They engulf and devour foreign particles, a process known as phagocytosis. But here's a surprising fact: did you know that neutrophils can also release traps made of DNA to ensnare invaders? It's like a molecular net. This clever tactic is called neutrophil extracellular trap formation, or nets for short. You might be shocked to learn that scientists have discovered nets in the lungs of patients with pneumonia, with some studies suggesting that nets can even capture bacteria like Streptococcus pneumoniae, which causes over 1.6 million deaths worldwide each year. Your body is a battleground, and neutrophils are the brave warriors fighting to keep you safe. They're the unsung heroes of your immune system. Imagine a spider web, intricate and complex. It's like that, but instead of spiders, it's your neutrophils casting a net to catch invaders. This trap is made of DNA, which is surprisingly strong and sticky. You're protected by this clever mechanism. Think about it, your body is using its own DNA to defend against harmful bacteria and viruses. For instance, when you have a respiratory infection, your neutrophils can release up to 3.5 times more DNA traps to combat the invading pathogens. This is evident in the case of pneumonia, where neutrophils have been found to release large amounts of extracellular DNA to trap Streptococcus pneumoniae. What's even more fascinating is that this process is not unique to humans, it's also found in other animals, like mice and horses. In fact, did you know that some species of sharks have a similar mechanism, using a type of DNA-based trap to catch their prey? It's a remarkable example of evolutionary convergence. As you learn more about this process, you'll appreciate the intricate and complex ways your body defends itself against harm. Your immune system is a powerful ally, working tirelessly to keep you safe and healthy. Here's the science. Neutrophils release histones, which are like anchors, holding the trap in place. This is crucial. Then, they add antimicrobial proteins, a poison that kills the invaders. You're safe, thanks to this complex process. The proteins are called defensins, and they're powerful. For instance, human defensin 5 can kill up to 90% of E. coli bacteria within 30 minutes. That's impressive. But what's even more surprising is that defensins can also kill viruses, including HIV. You might not know that defensins are inspired by nature, they're found in plants and animals, and scientists are now using them to develop new antibiotics. It's a game changer. The way it works is that defensins interact with the bacterial cell membrane, disrupting its function and ultimately leading to the death of the cell. It's like a molecular guillotine. You can see why defensins are a key part of our immune system. With defensins on the job, you can rest assured that your body is equipped to handle many types of infections. The next time you hear about antibiotic resistance, remember that defensins are a promising alternative, and researchers like those at the University of California, San Francisco, are working hard to harness their power. This is crazy. Your neutrophils can make traps in just 5 minutes. It's like a rapid response team. They're fast. They're efficient. They're deadly. For instance, when you have a bacterial infection like strep throat, your neutrophils can produce up to 20 traps per hour, each one capable of capturing and killing dozens of bacteria. The traps can even catch viruses. You're protected from the inside out. But what's even more astonishing is that these traps, known as neutrophil extracellular traps or nets, can be triggered by a wide range of stimuli, including inflammation and even certain types of cancer cells. You might be surprised to learn that nets can also contribute to the formation of blood clots, which can be both beneficial and harmful depending on the context. Take the example of the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic, where excessive net formation is believed to have played a role in the high mortality rate, with some estimates suggesting that up to 50 million people died worldwide. It's a complex process, but the bottom line is that your neutrophils are working tirelessly to keep you safe, and their ability to form these traps is just one of the many ways they do it. You're exposed to invaders every day. They're on your skin. They're in the air. But your neutrophils are on guard. They're like sentinels, watching and waiting for any sign of trouble. For instance, when you get a cut, neutrophils rush to the scene, with some 50 billion of them converging on the wound site within just a few hours. You won't even notice, but they're working tirelessly to protect you. Did you know that neutrophils can even release tiny webs of DNA to trap and kill bacteria? It's a surprising tactic, and one that's still not fully understood. Your body is a complex ecosystem, and neutrophils play a crucial role in keeping it balanced. They're ready to strike at a moment's notice, taking down any pathogen that dares to enter your system. In fact, a study on pneumonia found that patients with higher neutrophil counts had a significantly better chance of survival. It's a remarkable process, and one that happens entirely beneath the surface. As you go about your day, your neutrophils are hard at work, defending you against threats both seen and unseen. They're the unsung heroes of your immune system, and they're always on the job. Most people think that neutrophils only fight bacteria. But that's not true. They can catch fungi too. And even parasites. You're protected from all sides. Take the case of Candida, a type of fungus that can cause serious infections in people with weakened immune systems. Neutrophils can engulf and kill Candida cells, reducing the risk of infection. For example, a study found that neutrophils from healthy individuals could kill up to 90% of Candida cells within 30 minutes. That's impressive. They're like a Swiss Army knife, equipped with various tools to tackle different pathogens. You might be surprised to know that neutrophils can even recognize and respond to viruses, such as HIV, by releasing antiviral chemicals. This ability is crucial in controlling the spread of viral infections. Neutrophils are versatile and effective, making them a vital part of your immune system. They work tirelessly behind the scenes, protecting you from harm. With their powerful arsenal, you can feel secure, knowing that your body has a robust defense mechanism in place. You're not just protected, you're actively defended, and that's a comforting thought. Here's the twist. Neutrophil extracellular traps can sometimes harm you. They're like a double-edged sword. You need them to survive, but too much of a good thing can be bad. For instance, in the case of COVID-19, research has shown that an overactive neutrophil response can lead to severe inflammation, with one study finding that patients with high levels of neutrophil extracellular traps had a 50% higher risk of respiratory failure. You can see how this would be a problem. It's a delicate balance. They can cause inflammation, damaging your tissues and organs. But what's really surprising is that neutrophil extracellular traps can also contribute to the development of autoimmune diseases, such as lupus, by mistakenly targeting your own cells. It's a complex process, and scientists are still working to understand the mechanisms behind it. You might be wondering how this happens, and the answer lies in the way neutrophils interact with your immune system. Essentially, when neutrophils release their traps, they can sometimes catch friendly fire, harming your own cells and tissues. It's a remarkable example of how a vital defense mechanism can go awry, and it highlights the need for further research into the intricacies of our immune system. You now know the secret to catching invaders, it's neutrophil extracellular traps. Remember this, your body is a war zone. But you have the arsenal to win. Take the case of a severe infection like pneumonia, where neutrophils can release up to 20 times more traps to combat the invading bacteria. It's a remarkable defense mechanism. For instance, a study on patients with pneumonia found that those with higher levels of neutrophil extracellular traps had a significantly lower mortality rate, around 15%, compared to those with lower levels, which was around 30%. But you might be surprised to learn that these traps can also be triggered by non-pathogenic substances, like pollen or even certain foods. What's the next line of defense? Can you guess? It's a complex system, with multiple layers of protection. You see, your body is constantly adapting, evolving to stay one step ahead of potential threats. And it's not just about the traps, it's about the entire immune system working in harmony. So, the next time you're faced with an infection, remember that your body is equipped with an arsenal of defenses, and it's ready to fight back.